I think there's something in the river. Oh no!
It's pollution. And also boats. A lot of boats.
Mostly boats.
An absurd amount of boats.
Anyway, I hope you all watched the video I posted in chat for your homework.
Oh shoot, I didn't.
Pathetic.
Well,
I also forgot.
I'll be left out on eel secrets.
Jelly Eels secrets.
Jelly deals. Oh,
I can't remember. This place might actually be open at this
there we
time.
go. Capturing the game.
Just imagine that every time we start the game, they just finish up a big meal of beef pies and jellied eel soup.
Yeah.
Microscope is what it was called. Jeez.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I know that game. Alright, so spawn me on top of that post.
Our audio solution. Wait.
It's gonna probably cut it in and out, I'm betting.
Yeah, so to try and solve my streaming woes, the only thing that I have thought of that might be a solution is to go back to using virtual audio cables and stream OBS instead of the game itself.
Let me see how the stream is doing. Screen share is having some issues.
Yeah.
I can tell what's happening, it's just a little jerky.
OBS is a little bit like low on frame rate, but yeah, I think
Yeah, it's getting kind of.
it's
Something about the
getting
jerkiness is just real motion sickness inducing. It's not as bad on the Twitch stream as it is on the screen share, but it's still
yeah.
Alright.
existing.
All we need to do is we need to assume a meditative pose.
Well,
Horse
Close your,
stance is
close your eyes, everyone. Or everyone except Zara, because Zara can still see. Are you guys doing it?
yep.
Now open your third eye.
I closed the scream share.
No, the scream share is what it is in Halloween.
Share your screams. Well,
Alright. So we'll just be a little bit behind the times.
at least you'll have the audio this time.
That's
It actually
true.
might make it worse because then I'll be hearing stuff that's not happening.
That's true.
Well,
We'll find out.
Yeah, one way or another. Anyway, so I did a little bit of grinding off screen that kind of liberated a bunch of places on the map.
Now that was a lot.
That was what?
No, actually, no. Wait, when was Liberation? I forgot.
That
it's
was
3 games ago.
Yeah, it was a while ago.
These subtitled titles are really messing with my order of things now.
It's not that confusing.
Gives you an undeniable air of joie de
I
vivre.
really gotta respect Final Fantasy for just having the guts to just say, no, fuck you, we're doing numbers, nothing else. Eat shit.
Just in passing.
Oh, the income chest is
Well,
empty.
then you have the sub numbers. And, I mean, they do have.
I need a reader.
I suppose it's probably actually aided by the fact that they're very rarely in continuity with each other.
I also gotta respect Final Fantasy 14 when they had their subtitle one. They just nuked the original into oblivion.
Yep. They sure did.
We did not talk about this. This is Final Fantasy 14. Anyone who says otherwise,
Well, technically, it's a Realm Reborn.
yeah. Anyone who says otherwise will be mauled by a chocobo.
I don't know how much of the content from the non-Realm Reborn is still in it.
I think if I recall correctly, like they literally in the backstory of the game blew up the world and then like fast forwarded 100 years to a Realm Reborn, I think, or something.
Where
It's
do
a
you want to
different-
weigh in?
It's a different dimension. They this last patch, I guess this last content update, they brought everything back. So like release of the game, there was like a cutscene where you could see all these people, and you can go visit those people now because you can go back to the original version of the game.
Like my understanding was Final Fantasy 14 was such a disaster on release that when they relaunched it, they just nuked everything they had made previously.
Kinda.
Yeah,
Unofficially, I would say more.
they just blew
More
it.
so. Wait, where am I now? Oh, now. Okay, of course. So I started a
The old
mission
stuff.
that required me to go all the way across the map to find someone with like no fast travel, and then I quit the mission and it puts me right where I'm supposed to be. This game.
Ah, Assassin's Creed.
Well, in any event, we're climbing this. There's a giant golden grasshopper at the top of this tower.
Huh. The famous grasshopper building.
Interesting.
Ah.
There we go. But on what we are here to do, we are.
Okay, so the grasshopper is at the top of the world. It is the personal emblem of the Tudor financier Sir Thomas Gresham.
Huh. Oh, I suppose I also didn't mention. I got new outfits for both Evie and Jacob. They are very similar to their original outfits, so it's not really that noticeable, but
I don't know if it's on my end, but you keep on cutting in and out. I think we have the extra audio.
Yeah,
probably.
we may just have to ditch the audio because it's making it
Yeah.
difficult to hear you.
How is this setup getting worse the closer we get to modern day?
I don't know. I don't know how well I'm going to be able to stream the other games at this point. Which doesn't make any sense because it just doesn't make any sense. Okay. There. Back
What
to
you
normal
do
audio.
is get a second computer and then just get a capture card on that computer. Just capture your computer's video. So only one computer is doing all the streaming and one computer is doing all the gaming.
That is probably the ideal setup, but it is also a very, very expensive setup.
I wonder how robust the streaming computer would actually need to be. I guess my
Anyway, is my audio better?
yes.
Okay.
There's also the question of thermal. They have to put process and put out of that the other machine. I'm not sure if there's dedicated hardware for that, or it has to do it all, encode and decode it all.
So Last time we got to see Jacob fight in the brawls. We have not got to see Evie fight yet, so.
She's still dishing out the headbutts though.
If you're wearing a shirt disqualified.
Shirts versus skins.
Exactly.
And Evie likes to break limbs.
Yeah, she really does. Evie does a lot of permanent damage in these fight clubs.
I always like how they like differentiate assassins like with their fighting styles, and they did that really good job with that in this game. Because Jacob was just hit you really hard, surgical.
Unfortunately, I've been told by the Ubisoft development team this bankrupted the entire company.
Makes sense.
I like that kind of weak shove from behind she did at the end there. Like, you're dead now.
Come on, boys.
My milkshakes bring all the boys to the yard.
All these boys.
So I know it's a video game mechanic, but I just really fucking love the mental image of like, alright, the next round, literally everyone versus this one person.
Why do video games makes you so much more dangerous than...
I think it's like college humor sketch they did once where it was like Mortal Kombat and it was like everyone versus Johnny Cage. And he's just like, wait, what? Hi, Johnny Cage here. I've noticed I'm in every round. Yes. And what happens if I lose? I guess everyone else wins. And there was, yeah, we're good with that.
Try and get a double kill. There we go.
I think the best joke there was the roster, and one of the matches was Johnny Cage versus Johnny Cage.
I have not seen that animation
Oh
before.
my god!
Yeah!
Sorry about you, damn. I thought she was gonna do the Pentagon Junior arm break. I'm very sad she did.
When Zara unlocks the 4-person multi-kills, she has one that's just, why the fuck would you do that to a person? So brutal. I kind of, because she, oh, it's gross.
It's really gross.
It's like she's Pete Dunning people. She like hates your limbs.
I know.
No, she's what's his name from the Mexican ass wrestling. What's his name? Guy with like the black mask.
Pentagon Junior?
Pentagon Junior, yeah.
Sarah.
Oh, I've never seen that one either. No.
Again, like, it's still, the structure of this match is really funny to me. Just like, hey, where's he? The Fight Club?
Well, see, it's because the booker, or the fight promoter is also the bookie. He has to handicap the matches to, ensure an even spread of bets on both sides.
Oh, was that a triple?
And she's just that good.
Yes.
This is, but yeah, this is like also her first fight. How the f do they know this?
She owns like third of the city now.
It's just like, words, you look pretty tough.
My friends, cheer as loud as you might for our new.
Go in there and I'm gonna send 30 dudes to fight you.
They come in waves.
I gotta.
It wouldn't be safe if they all just attacked you at once.
not remembering that like that tournament in Oblivion, a game I haven't played, but apparently like it's like a round tournament, and someone did the math that in order for that to be that many rounds of the tournament, there had to be like 2 million combatants or something like that.
I believe it. Just Batman my way around here.
I'm trying to. I feel like doing a video game reference, but I'm not sure which one I should do. Doing one for one of my streams feels self-indulgent. I've already done enough Sekiro on here. Literally just did an Oblivion one, so no Elder Scrolls.
Earn yourself the dark leather belt here.
Yep.
Alright. Who's this beardy gentleman?
Oh no, he's doing crime.
Keep a sharp eye out, lads. Someone's
So that reminds me, I
targeting
need
our
to
network.
like go back and
Still
Monster Hunter World and
might be
kill that
next.
lady, kill Liliana.
Good.
This will
I
complicate
just need
things.
one tail.
So this is Jacob's alternate outfit, which is probably the one he's more famous for.
Oh.
He's got the top hat instead of the hood.
Yep.
Yeah.
I love the diamond.
Well, I
gold
guess
thing
he
on
still
the
has a
coat.
hood. He takes his hat off, but he doesn't have the other hat.
I mean, I really like the just the hats or the hood because hood feet. I know it's iconic to the franchise now, but much like Aiden's cap. But I feel like
It's
Ugh.
not. It
The
as
hat-
you get further forward in time, it's less actually inconspicuous.
yeah, it's like this. Like the hat feels inconspicuous. The hood just makes you stand out.
I think I've
The
got
hat.
It's also
That's
kind of a
what you
breath of fresh air to have some guy with just something different than a hood.
Jacob.
It's
Unstoppable.
well.
Make Jake. There we go. Every now and then the game just kind of like hitches. It just stops and freezes for a couple seconds. And then everything is fine again.
I've made a new mistake.
Oh, those guys snuck up on me.
Why don't I come over there and give you a good thrashing?
All right, so refresh me a little on the plot. We're still. This is a.
We're pretty much just still like trying to liberate London from these guys to install our own gangs and to like bring the big guys out of hiding.
Aha.
Hello, gentlemen.
Step has his hand.
Oh. There we go.
Aw, brutal, Jacob.
No mercy.
Excuse me, sir.
Way.
Okay. He told me to go away.
You should not go about
shoot him in the
frightening
face.
respectable gentlemen, young man.
I didn't realize snooping around was considered gentlemanly.
Snooping? Sir, I assure you. Keep vigilant. Quick, inside. That was too close a call.
Who is this man?
Oh goddamn! I think I realized who he is.
You, young man, gave me quite a fright.
Sir
I thought
Arthur
you were
Conan
them,
Doyle.
But I realize now why you're here. Same reason I am, I imagine. I imagine?
He looks similar to some guy. I'm not gonna say it because I don't want to have proof that I was wrong. I don't want to be proven that.
Claus.
He's clearly Santa Claus.
Rather impressive contraption, wouldn't you say?
These Templars
I've seen
have been
bigger.
very naughty. But their industry is using up all the coal I'd otherwise be delivering. I need the coal back for the children.
Snare, as it is commonly
The bad,
called,
evil, rotting
goes
children.
into the syrup.
Santa, what the fuck?
Oh,
No, the children are using the coal.
revolting. Absolutely
They're in
sickening.
they're
You know, sciencey things.
Voices are suddenly like so much quieter.
I don't like how.
Oh,
A favorable way to proceed, wouldn't you agree?
what are you doing?
Oh dear.
Fuck you, Zara. That's what
Find
he
a
does.
way out
Whatever
of
he
here.
wants.
Quickly. What about the other valves?
We just
Take a
both
wild
die.
guess. Very well, young man.
Kill everyone in the building with the gas.
It's just you two.
yeah. Well, there's there's blighters here.
They didn't hear me break in through the door downstairs.
He has to be around here.
Throw a bottle.
I would have whistled, but the whistle has actually got quite a long range in this game. I probably would have attracted a lot more attention.
Ah, yeah, that's you don't want that.
I missed the running takedown from the Evil Within 2.
Okay, he's not coming out that door.
That was cool. You just straight up ran up behind a guy and then just did like a flying clothesline with a knife
I mean, you get to do what works.
at the base of their skull. This is what you get for manufacturing pneumonia in the middle of London for some reason.
Can you manufacture pneumonia?
Or not pneumonia, I'm trying to remember what the...
Anthrax?
Pneumonia? The yellow chemical they used in World War One.
Chlorine. Mustard gas.
Mustard gas is probably it.
Yes. What is this?
How tall is this building?
It's pretty big.
Let's go that way.
You know, for extra hilarity, just kill everyone, then sabotage the last one.
That's what I ended up doing.
I do like the stealth in this game. I really wish there was an actual like button toggle to go to and from cover. Because otherwise you just kind of like rub up against the cover until you actually stick to it, and then
Zara, become one with the cover, make love to it.
it's not the greatest.
That's what they did in Infinity. This one, what I usually end up doing is like walk parallel to the cover for, and then I'm work after that.
How many dang pressure valves they got?
It's a big machine.
Why do these gangsters need so much gas?
To me,
Yeah. The punchline of your joke cut out. I'm sorry.
oh,
I can't believe Discord just assassinated words like that.
Guess I'll take the stairs. I probably don't want to go down, do I?
not particularly.
We have an intruder! Got a clear shot!
Well,
Well,
this is not gonna work. Oh, I didn't attract any unnecessary attention. Other than those 2 people that I killed.
if you get in trouble and get out of it, you didn't get in trouble.
Exactly.
Every man for himself! Fuck me. Now what am I gonna do?
Conveniently placed
Well
haystack.
done, dear boy. Well done. Charles Darwin, delighted to make your
Perfect for our
acquaintance.
uses.
Jacob Fry, the pleasure's all mine.
While you were busy wreaking havoc,
Yep, god fucking damn it.
it indicates that a sample of every batch has been sent to
I mean,
Lambeth
he
Asylum.
does look
Oh, I wonder if it's
like
visiting
Charles
hours.
Darwin.
Don't be so hasty, Mr. Fry.
I was-
Many people
yeah,
work at
that's
Lambeth. You wouldn't
what
want to
clued
attract
me in.
unwanted attention.
What was the fun in that?
Not every problem can be solved by blowing things sky high. Sometimes a little discretion is in order. It's getting late.
Who else would it be, guys?
I will meet you at the asylum.
I was really
to
hoping he was just an
continue our
OC.
investigation.
What year does this take place?
The game about history?
This is 18. I don't know. I don't remember.
Oh god, the mission was even called Unnatural Selection.
Yeah.
Yep.
Dark Leather Belt acquired. It's all worth it.
Keep walking.
Charles Darwin's weird in this game because all of his stuff has to do with investigating this type of shit.
Yeah, I was like, who the fuck is this old guy looking around this thing? Then I looked at him and was like, wait, he looks an awful lot like Charles Darwin. Is he Charles Darwin? What the fuck is... Oh no, he knows science stuff. He is Charles Darwin, god damn it.
We got
Yeah.
Templar goons with the armbands. How are they distinct from Red Pants folks?
I don't know. Are they a
okay,
different
Temp-
gang?
It's they don't have multiple gangs outside of you guys and
Okay.
the blighters, but the armband guys are usually like closer to the Templars, so they wear black.
Uh,
So they're also generally higher level. They act as like captains and. All of like the named blighters that you're gonna meet are also be that like character model.
Ah, I see.
But for the most part, they're supposed to be like the people working more closely with Starrick and Thorn and whatever.
Stop, thief. Oh no.
As that guy was getting up to his feet, he said, "It's the dungeons for you." Oh dear God.
Oh, what we got?
You are not ready.
Whoa!
Oh my god!
You are not prepared.
Go back to the train.
I didn't know
you're
H.P.
here,
Lovecraft
you're
was in this
back
game.
early. London's haunted. What? London's
God.
haunted. Yeah.
Speaking of, we do have a different gun. We have the 1856 revolver.
Ooh. How many shots it's got?
6, I presume.
Oh, that's a lie.
It's got the same clip size as the single action army, so I'm gonna assume
Yes,
6.
That's a lie. The 1856 revolver should have 1856 shots.
Wait.
You-
I'm really glad that after last stream I talked about like a carriage just flying up out of nowhere and it.
Oh, so you're saying this is your.
There we go.
Yeah.
Ooh, belt with a cool skull at the back of it.
Mr. Dark, you and I may not agree, but I have never done you wrong, sir. Never, I say. Mr. Owen, you are truly the most insufferable fellow I have ever had the misfortune to count among my acquaintances. Mr. Dickens was right. Foul weather wouldn't know where to have you.
Oh,
Foul
man,
weather?
and
Bah!
more Charles Darwin on the origin of.
Mm-hmm.
They're just really hitting the high points of the things.
I have told you
that
before,
people
sir, I
know
had
him
nothing to do with that
for.
anonymous article. Nothing,
You
I
have
say.
to.
That is a lie, sir. And you know it. Bah!
Nobody's
Time with this
They might as well just have
nonsense.
him
It is my
fucking
name
ride
and
a flying
reputation you have
Galapagos turd
willfully
on his
besmirched, sir. My very name.
Just
Bah!
comes in like
Dive,
Cinderella
damn
with
you,
like
dive!
a bunch of finches.
That is Richard Owen.
Also, Charles
vile,
Darwin has
despicable
murdered
wretch
like
of a
30
man.
people.
Really? I could have sworn you were close friends.
Mr.
Survival
Owen works at the
of the
asylum.
fittest
He will know who made the
letters.
syrup. Get him! Get him! Faster, you nitwit! Faster! He's getting away!
Alright, it's time for Grand Horse Auto.
Also, what's this about a syrup?
The syrup is poison, if I remember right,
Yeah.
or drugs. Like I wasn't sure if it was like literally poison or like societal metaphor.
Alright, so I know they're far away from sugar maples, but I don't think the British syrup is that
Nope.
bad.
Dang it. Why did that happen? I need a new cart.
Woo.
You can hijack that, dude. Oh, I said that was. I forgot we were on the way. These are, as a Canadian, if you eat artificial maple syrup, you just die.
I don't really like maple syrup.
Oh,
God.
Steady on.
is that allowed?
Yeah.
Dude.
I mean, I prefer like just regular syrup.
That's the way.
Isn't. Now I'm forced to reconsider my conception of what regular syrup is, because I thought that was maple syrup.
Yeah, same.
No, maple syrup has got more of a distinct taste to it, I guess.
Whoa. God.
I don't
are you
understand
supposed
what
to
I'm
control?
supposed. I don't understand what I'm supposed to do when I get on that other carriage.
Doing
Okay.
fine, girl.
And I don't think SARS apologized all stream. Are you sure you're Canadian?
Walk on, girl.
Sorry for not apologizing. carriage missions are kind of.
There are way too many carriages on the road.
Yeah. Oh,
City on the go.
I'm a little bit behind. I
Whatever
just.
Darwin is paying you, it's not worth it. Do you realize how much trouble you're in?
There we go.
Carriage stuff.
But if you're trying to
So
intimidate
why are there
me,
so
Robbie,
many
you're wasting your
carriages?
time.
I've always wondered how much of a beating this
Now
type
you
of
cannot
vehicle could
escape
take.
unless you just jumped out and you were going like 5 miles an hour earlier.
I just have a few questions for you, sir.
Whatever it is Darwin wants, I will not give in.
Yeah.
No,
I feel like this is gonna be the least effective method of doing this with a horse.
What about
Yeah, you have a gun.
soothing syrup?
Just like
I mean, my question is, why don't we just stop the carriage, go into the, and just threaten him with a gun?
yeah, like hey Dave, hey Dave, how do carriages, horse and buggies work? Exactly like cars, Steve. Exactly like cars.
I do like the carriage damage mod.
The River
Like,
Thames! Better
make
speak
it all
now, old man.
beat crap.
Stop and I will tell you everything I know.
Who the fuck are these guys?
These are the police.
Yeah.
Right, because we're just committing
Police are
crimes in daylight. What the fuck are you doing, Jake?
Sending a message.
Essentially.
Kind of an issue that I can't really get rid of them without.
No, you're probably gonna have to kill.
Yeah.
Alright, so can't you just see I'm just torturing this dude and leave me alone?
Later.
I
Who's a
think
good
that's
horse?
against the rule.
You are.
Also, I'm pretty sure, yeah, this,
The classic fake out.
I do feel like, I know this is like an ultimately incredibly minor gripe in this game, because I really do wish, like, someone, you put forward game designers to actually ride horses and buggies before they do their stupid, before they make games like this, because they just treat them like cars.
Basically.
Yeah. I'll never forget the Uncharted horses.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say never forget the Saints Row 3, the GIMP carriages that exploded.
I never played that game.
Oh.
I want to give it a shot.
Keep moving.
So the man inside our carriage seems to have disappeared.
Yeah, he's gone.
Oh no, he's still there.
Oh no, cool.
He is in
That's a
fact
girl.
still in the cart, but I don't actually have a mission to do anything with him.
Finish him off.
I'm just gonna park him down in this back alley
That's the way.
and call her a day. Off you go. Have fun.
Blood for the blood god, Zara.
You cheeky sod! Wait till I get there!
Quick, if you don't run on.
This path, what's the difference between a rock and a pile of dung? I want to get there!
Wait, kidnap?
You're all a bunch of
Yeah, kidnap him.
It's a mechanic, usually.
You just ransom them, or
No, I mean, I don't know what you would do with like normal, just everyday guys.
You can use them as body shields when people try to shoot you.
That's true.
just abduct half of London?
You can use them to like sneak too, right? Like people won't notice you if you're carrying someone unless they're close enough.
Well,
Or is
a
that
little
only
bit.
on the missions?
Yeah, it's really only on the missions. Like if you're carrying somebody usually on the street, the riders
Yeah.
will go, "Hey, what are you doing? Stop that!"
Anna Abramson.
Usually, all of Aberdeen's missions have you like collecting people and then bringing them back alive because he wants to prosecute him under the letter of the law. Kill. Fuck it.
Hey!
But you do know the secret to this now is don't take a carriage because they will send people after you.
Let go of me.
And it's annoying.
You with the police?
Quiet down.
You saw nothing, kid.
Pity you, poor woman. Don't do this to me.
You were treating those
Oh.
kids fairly poorly.
They're selfish little rats. Being an orphan is exciting and all they do is complain.
Get myself into. Sorry, just let me go.
What's going on there?
Actually, will Assassin's Creed let you kill children?
I wonder if anyone's
Not so far.
Oi! Is that your face? Or you got your arsehole backwards?
So far, the only
Kids.
children involved
Please
in
move.
Assassin's stuff is
I hate every
Claire
one
or
of you!
the head goon.
Think you can take what's out?
Can't get around these children.
So has there ever actually been like a controversy over being able to kill kids in video games, or is that just something people assume will happen?
I mean, they got the children got removed from Fallout 2 when it was released in Europe.
What's all that argy-bargy about then?
When somebody made a mod to kill people in what's it called, Skyrim, there was like a bunch of news and shit about it. 'Cause people were like, "See what video games are doing? They make people fucking kill kids."
Onward.
That looks like trouble over there.
Also, I've done several of these bounty hunt missions, and yes, this is the optimal way to play.
Looks like
Just
trouble.
run them.
This looks so ridiculous. You just
It-
have their hand around their waist, like, go, 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 go.
It's really stupid, but yeah,
Don't bother over there.
it is much
if you-
more convenient.
Because if you get in the cart, they like immediately like 4 dudes
Thank you
teleport you in
kindly.
carriages and knock you all around.
Walk on, girl.
The gunslinger coat.
If you kill them, it's a slightly.
Oh, yeah.
easier.
I hope there's a segment later in the game where you get sent to prison, and when you're there, you have to fight all the people you've sent through these missions.
I kind of like the outdoorsman outfit more.
It's pretty good.
Actually, on that note,
I think I stuck with Edward for like most
really?
my for her Edward's clothes for a lot of Jacob's stuff, and then I went to like the creature's rags or something because Frankenstein. He.
Yeah.
So, which historical figure from this era would you like it best if the game let you assassinate? My money's on Queen Victoria.
Florence Nightingale.
My Florence Nightingale.
Because I don't think they'd let you kill the queen. I have prior knowledge, so I'm just answering something I think is funny. And
I just want to kill the queen because down with the royalty, I guess, and also that'd be funny.
they just replaced her with some shadow queen.
Meet Charles Darwin. Or not Charles Darwin, Charles Dickens.
Yeah, they're both in the game.
They are. I guess we've already met Charles Dickens once, but let's go and do some odd jobs for him.
I like Charles Dickens missions because it's where you get some weird shit happen.
I kind of wish they would just like pick some random. Well, actually, I think it is in other times. Was pick some more random like upper middle class or upper class like somewhat semi celebrities at the time, and then just drag their reputation by them through the mud by making them like supervillains.
I mean, I guess to some extent they did that with
The aura of death surrounds thee
Rodrigo.
both.
Get thee
That
behind
was
me!
also kind of a supervillain. They didn't have to work very hard.
Alas, these days stupidity is all too prevalent. You know, I never asked your names when we last met.
I'm Evie Fry, and this is my brother Jacob.
Tell me,
About his hair.
do you believe in ghosts?
Not particularly.
Yes.
I'm skeptical myself. Here we are,
Oh, ghost
in the
stories.
world's most advanced
You better
system.
start believing
Yet
in them.
its citizens are so enthralled to the supernatural.
You're in one.
They leave themselves vulnerable to charlatans. Which is
Starts
why
floating off the ground
I
and shooting
joined
energy bolts at
the
us.
Ghost Club. The first society in the
I think
world to look
a lot of people who
systematically
watch
at the
the stream
phenomenon.
might enjoy
Because
this,
truth, like a
these
spirit,
missions.
must
Oh,
be
screw him.
cajoled before
Ghost
it will
Club is
reveal
cool.
itself. Will you join us?
Are we doing a Ouija board?
Sounds absolutely
Not
ridiculous.
this time.
Why not?
It does sound intriguing.
Splendid. I have your first case. There's been some disturbing reports about a series of assaults in Lambeth. People claim they're being attacked by an age-old demon, Spring-Heeled Jack. The fiend is no doubt on the prowl as we speak. It's up to you to find him.
So, I love the fact that, like, through most of the game so far, Evie has been kind of like clowning on Jacob for being like all gung-ho with his gang and the rooks and everything.
Yeah.
And then when it comes to ghosts, she is just like, take it seriously.
They really are. Again, this seriously is just a D&D campaign. And they're just like actual real life siblings.
I really like Jacob. Jacob, ghosts are real. Shut up. God.
Is that a ghost? Hello.
It was horrible.
I'm not a
Glowing
ghost.
eyes, huge claws, and his laugh. Luckily, he was frightened away by some passers-by. Somebody has to do something before he attacks another.
Zara, stab her, make sure she's not a ghost.
What?
Stab her to make sure she's not a ghost.
No. She's not a ghost.
Also, if I was writing this game and also wants to be a different game than what it actually is, I would 100% just like rip off Dracula here and just have like events in that book take place. Jacob and Evie fight Dracula.
Maybe.
Why do you have to climb all the way to the top, Evie? Okay, now we're fighting a demon.
El Diablo!
The Spring-Heeled Jack.
God, that is...
Also, he must be a demon because we just stabbed him in the throat and he's fine.
It's never that easy.
Ooh.
This guy's chunky.
He does have a lot of health. Also, there is something
He's
that
quite strong.
some of the enemies tend to do in this game, which is they will just immediately attack and give you absolutely no chance to block. And so
You
it just
just
hits
Joker.
you, and yeah, it's super annoying. And yes,
Did you just Joker fear gas you?
a little bit.
They only do that if you string too many attacks together generally, so you have to break.
Also, the fear gas is Scarecrow, not Joker. Now that I think about it.
Looks like he ran this way.
I would like to draw attention as to how far apart this guy's footsteps are.
This is Springs.
Perhaps the legend is true and he does have giant claws.
Trying to imagine in my head, it just stretches and looks out really far and wide.
That's what they mean when you got like a spring in your step, right? Just elongate.
Yeah. I found you.
You better keep your distance if you know what's good for you.
Die, old man. Can you drop his body off the side of the building?
I can, but I don't want to.
You ever want to murder anyone?
Strange for an assassin.
Did he go? Oh, I have to inspect it.
Looks like he ran this way.
Oh shit, it is Spring Hill Jack. Well, I mean, I guess that only makes sense. I thought of it because it's the only thing that makes sense, and
Why not? Here goes.
Did he climb up here? He did.
A heavily guarded warehouse. I wonder what they're heavily guarding.
Well, let's find out.
locate the secret entrance. Guess it can be that secret. Ooh, cultists.
Oh. Is it really Spring Hill Jack?
Being this close to the demon makes you go insane. Also, just die. They call them cultists, but they're really just the same enemies we've been fighting.
Yeah,
a little bit.
Come on, buddy, go the other way.
I hope it was painful.
No, he's just going to stand at that window the entire time.
She shouldn't be here.
Of course.
Man, you should just an incredibly specific contextual takedown for there that lets you just like frickin' run him off the edge.
Yeah, that would be really nice. But
Evie is a stealthy lady assassin. Where are the moves where she breaks necks and chokes people with her thighs? These are the cliches that you would expect.
And yeah.
Hey, someone get her. a rabbit. It's your only chance. That one's
One thing I
long
like
gone.
in stealth games where your character has a lot of mobility is this whole, you know, looping around out of a situation to flank with yourself, basically.
Yeah, it's since they added the like the this is where you last were thing where you leave that like little ghost guy behind.
Yeah.
I really enjoy that. Mess with enemies.
No.
Please don't collect the body. The rats will.
I have a plan.
Is it a good plan?
Hey, there's the Oni costume. Well, okay. Wait, where are you going?
Somebody threw a box of dynamite at him. He's getting the hell out of there. Is that another box of dynamite just sitting outside?
Yes, it is.
Yes.
Fine. Oh god, there he is. What are these men doing? They both literally climbed down so that they could go loop around the entire building and climb back up the stairs.
Oh, they're gonna walk right past your dynamite.
There's no mourners. Another one out of circulation.
Perfect chance.
Or I'll just jump off the building.
I found a body. What do I do?
I just want to kill this guy with dynamite.
Just want to
Is that too much to ask?
Can I just blow someone up real quick? Like, come on. Circumstance.
There. Not the most elegant solution in the world, but I guess the job's done.
You call throwing around dynamite a martial art?
Kill the cultists.
Kill, kill, kill. Man. Evie, the voices in your head are mean. So I guess... How does the players or the animus experiencers mindset play into the perception of events?
I mean, it's weird because like the animus is actively playing the person, they're being the person, but at the same time, the like objectives are set by the people who program the animus.
What? Okay. Just don't dodge. That's also fine.
This is one of those really hard missions because the bad guy's pretty strong.
I mean, I would have been fine if the dodge button actually worked.
our sport. The scum of London are as base as animals, and we treat them as such. We take our inspiration from Jack, who knows how to treat the lower classes.
Or I'll just hit him with a couple knives and take out 2/3 of his health.
Throwing knives are quite strong.
Yeah, he seemed to like be unaware of you at the start there.
Is this smoke bomb effect?
But he threw the dang smoke bomb.
Yeah.
It shit didn't affect him like that, yeah.
I'll take it.
Ooh, he just kicked him out of existence.
Yeah, he's gone.
But the only thing I don't like about like enemies throwing smoke bombs is that it makes your like counter stuff harder to do because it like tightens the window to almost impossible.
Yeah, that's... well, I wouldn't mind it if it did that, but it's not very clear that that's what's happening. It just feels like, oh, my buttons aren't working anymore,
Yeah.
despite everything being basically the same.
It's strange. But we just killed Spring Hill Jack, I think, which
Yeah.
was a cult.
Oh boy. Okay, everything's fine. Just slowly walk past.
We've been challenged to a gang war, Miss Fry. Please, come with us.
I ain't forgotten. Just add this week's loan to last week's.
Alright, let's fight a gang war.
Let's do it.
With Mr. Strain no longer in the realm of the living, I'd say you have a fair chance of winning Lambeth. May the best brutes win.
God, Evie's reaction. She just nods and is just like,
This borough is ours for the
I don't
taking.
care.
Oh, this stupid Jacob shit. Why am I doing
Win the
this?
fight for Lambeth!
Just try to stop me.
At least the both here.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are Evie and Jacob
That
Fry.
guy went flying.
And
jeez.
as of this moment, you all work for us.
I forget who the person here was. Did you kill them already?
Yep,
Oh, that's why.
apparently. That went really fast.
Yeah, if you kill like the leader of that borough before you do the gang war, it's just like you fight a gaggle of dudes and it's over.
Oh yeah, I killed that guy. I murdered him
Yeah.
good. Alright, I think I got 3 skill points. When did that happen?
Got a lot of experience.
What else do we got here? First strike, gunslinger. Yeah, we'll do counter boost.
Countering is good.
Level 5. Let's take a trip back to the train for a little bit.
Level 5. You are about the average level that the game expects you to be for the next story.
Excellent.
Is that what you're wearing?
Miss Fry, very happy to see you.
Got something to tell you.
Ah,
Alright. Gang upgrades. We should probably do some of these. It's been a little while.
If you got the scratch.
Kind of getting tired of the police harassing me, so I'm gonna do that. What else we got? Pup games. Wow, that is an expensive game of football.
Gotta buy City Takeover.
Yeah.
It's the most important investment you can make.
That's very true. Yeah, we can do that too. Black market ties. Alright, we need more money to do City Takeover, but it's probably just the correct one to get.
Yeah, it's super well worth it.
We're looking for you.
Can't switch to Jacob and be sitting right here.
I think you're still doing that thing.
Am I?
I hadn't realised you used
I
don't think so. I can take the other like train missions at this point.
Evening, Evie.
I was just about mine.
Come on. Steady on.
Evie, jump. Evie, jump. Please. There we go. Almost missed the train station. Alright. Now we'll switch. Give Jacob his next skill. Give him Slayer. Slayer 2, rather. The sequel to Slayer.
Now he's twice as Slayer. You have reached a new level.
Double Slayer.
Alright, so
Double kill.
I don't actually know where my next mission is.
Behind you.
There's an associate activity with Ned.
That'll get you upgrade materials.
And it does not seem to be an actual pressing mission to do unless it's on the main.
You're in sequence 4, right?
I believe.
You did the thing with Charles Darwin.
Good day, sir.
Yeah, I'm in sequence 4.
Got something to tell you.
The crate escape? No.
Those brass knuckles a bit ostentatious, don't you think?
You did cable news. You did overdose.
I've been looking for you.
No, wait, you didn't do overdose.
No, I haven't done overdose yet.
Yes, because that's the assassination mission. You might need to do another burrow. I don't think that would be it.
It didn't really say that like story missions are gated by, you know, your progression on the map. It would make sense, but it didn't really say that.
It's true. It should definitely be on the map.
Yeah, that's weird. Welp. I suppose I can try and liberate some more locations and see what happens.
I know that mission takes place in like South. Either Southwark or Lambeth, one of the two.
All right.
Stuff yet.
sent us a Templar. Oh, there's a lot of boys here. Kent Jekyll. Oh, my boat's moving.
Hey, piss off before I break your legs!
Oh, there's 2 people I have to kill. The Jekyll brothers.
Where have you been? I've been minding the docks for hours without a single word from you.
Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Jekyll.
You won't like it if I come over there!
Have a police officer kill one of the targets. How do you engineer? Oh, like that.
I don't think it worked very well. No, not really.
I was hoping you somehow frame them for a crime.
You might be able to.
You see him? He shouldn't be here.
Oh, sir. One down. I think that must have been the only police officer that was actually here.
Grab him! Drag him out! Old time mothers do have him.
Oh, no, there is another one there. Perfect.
He must be up to something.
It doesn't have to be this way.
But he's too far away.
Only cutthroats hide like that.
Good. Table dancing.
What's that all about?
Not nearly so much as I'd like.
Into the river. Make my escape into the icy depths. Templar hunt complete. Yeah, still hasn't unlocked any missions for me. Unless, yeah, I just need to explore more.
I would finish Southwark. That's what I would do. I think that's where the main missions are going to be anyway.
Yeah.
So completing that area might unlock it.
Where is that child liberation? Right there.
Finally, we can liberate these children.
Do we have any better equipment at this point? I need to be level 7 for those. I could buy the steel knuckles, but I'm trying to save money.
Good hit. Just the fanciest knuckles.
What else are you gonna punch on these buttons?
Get ones that just say like Fry across them. It's got the right number of letters.
Yeah.
Jake Fry. So if Evie was the one with the knuckles, she wouldn't need to. She could just use her regular ass name.
Intruder! Intruder! Oh no! What's going on?
Oh no!
Well, that didn't go as planned.
City's gone mad as that is. Bloody ridiculous what people think is fair and decent behaviour.
Hopefully it's all gonna work out in the end. Probably.
Better take a look.
That was a little weird, but I'll take it.
Arms.
Oh, I have to become anonymous.
Everything will be alright.
Thanks for the help, lady. What you playing
There's an
at,
old
miss?
render of Hatham Kinley in this game.
Really?
Huh.
You'll be alright. Trust me.
Thanks muchly, miss.
Man, throwing knives are real good. Oh god. So I've found out that whistling is not very useful because it is generally whenever you do it, you get the attention of like 6 people. It has a much wider range than it did before.
Yeah, that's why Sekiro's like delayed whistling was, or the ability to like target the whistling was just real game changers.
Yeah. Oof. That was a stealth kill.
She's an intruder!
This man has such a fancy white coat.
Don't you worry.
Bloody bastard!
Look sharp. I will be back.
So when is Jacob going to get like sent to the asylum undercover? They're building toward that, right? Got it.
Good day.
Good job, kids.
Or I guess Evie maybe. Be very easy to, just say she's being committed for no reason. Oh, she got the hysteria. You know how it is. She looked at a horse. Caught hysteria.
Yeah, that It really is just how medicine worked back then. As depressing as it is to think about that. Aha. I have to kidnap Albie Vassal.
Oh man, look at those pants.
Yeah, those are some pants, alright.
And a bathrobe? Are you kidnapping the dude?
He does kind of look like it.
Who do you think you are?
What's going on? I don't want to hurt you. Walk.
Who do you think you are? Get your bloody hands away from me! Help! Police!
Quiet. Hush.
What's happening here?
Looks
What
like there's
do you
been a
want?
killing. Maybe two.
Sergeant Abeline says hello.
Street racing don't warrant the police.
True,
Some sort of
but murder does.
Could be a little tricky getting through here.
It is full of red dudes.
But it's fine.
But you got him.
I
Yep.
wonder what that's all about. There's some sort of scuffle over there.
This old thing?
My love.
Well, something's happening.
Oof.
A little close on that one.
I don't have to tolerate this.
It's some sort of commotion.
What's going on there?
He's got any manners. Uncouth souls they are. All you have to do is go back to the shop and collect it. Simple as that.
I like how they can see that their like leader is captured, and they're just like, it's fine.
I like the mechanic of like you being able to like kidnap people and being able to walk around without other people noticing, but it really doesn't make any sense whatsoever.
Yeah, because if you weren't kidnapping them at that time, the enemies would totally just immediately start like, oh, let's kill you.
Yeah.
What's happening over there?
All right, mister, let's go for a jog.
But I don't want to go for a joke.
Too bad. We're going under the bridge.
Damn me.
There's something going on.
Oh wait, who are you playing as right now?
Evie.
You might want to try switching back to Jacob.
Struggles with inferiority,
Ah.
that one.
I am remembering something now, that there are some assassinations that are done by a specific character.
But it like the game is already done where it
It's-
switched characters for me.
Yeah. Just something to try.
It seems odd. And I'm pretty sure I was playing as Jacob earlier and there was nothing on the map. Yeah, there's still nothing. Still nothing. I got the level 5 upgrades now. Get defense. keep liberating, I guess.
Yeah. Time to free London.
I guess that is kind of what we're doing, so it makes sense. You know, it is kind of crazy how, like, when the Industrial Revolution happened, they decided that the best way to make these, to house all these new equipment is in these, like, 5-story warehouses. These
They were just
giant buildings.
enthralled by, hey, steel beams mean we can make shit real tall now. Let's do it.
Philip Beckenridge, the most British man in the world.
Even more British than Lord English.
Killed the man with a carriage? How wild are we gonna get with this?
There's some fun ones. I like this one because I didn't kill him on the first pass, so I had to run him over like 6 times.
God.
It was kind of rad. I thought it was funny though.
How would you feel if you got run over by a carriage 6 times?
I've been hit by a car. Probably could take a couple more.
Like a couple more isn't like there's a fine number of carriage you can take in your life?
I think if you hit me with a car, I could probably get like 2 or 3 more of those in there.
Consecutively or in your lifetime?
Depends on how fast this car is. If the car is going reasonable pace, I think consecutively. I've only been hit by 1
Doing
car,
fine.
so I probably couldn't do it like 8 times or something. Twice, maybe.
Slow down.
But also, it's not moving very fast.
Who's a good horse? You are.
Oh man, this guy tried to chase me all the way down the road.
Whoa, now.
This fucker get in the streets and kill you.
Cart, get out of the way.
Ugh.
Oh, I
You
think
think you back up?
I went too far away, so he respawned, I think.
Can you?
Yeah, I did. I think.
That mission surprisingly sucked.
Like I just backed over him a bunch.
So you can't just back up carriages.
Yeah, the horses will just go in reverse.
And
yeah,
I don't think that's how
Steady
carriages work.
No.
Or are they? I don't know.
You are correct. They don't normally do that.
Yeah, they just literally made them cars.
You can't go buttercup. Reverse.
Can you drift with the carriages?
Yes.
I don't know if you can in this game, but I know you can in Red Dead.
You can. It's not a whole lot, but you can totally drift.
Deja vu! I've been in this place no more. Blah 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 blah.
I think this guy may have just straight up despawned and isn't coming back.
Yeah, you gotta go away then come back. So you can get the pop up in the left, top left.
Alright, well, never mind about that one then.
The Templars are cowards.
Well,
No.
he did get run over twice.
Yeah, well, toughen up. Templars is just a carriage and a horse.
Is this a thanks a man?
You hear Jacob get run over, they barely lose like a portion of their health bar.
Oh man,
You won't find better.
this guy is just selling
The very
all the
best of
tomatoes.
Buy now.
In jolly old London. known for their
It's
tomato
just
sauce.
all
Take 'em.
tomatoes, a couple like cabbages, and some bread, and that's it.
Let's make some marinara sauce. I gotta make marinara tomorrow. Also,
I make baked potatoes tonight and salad.
Get out of here, police. We own this town.
Right, sorry, Mr. Fry. Just moving on through.
We're the rooks.
Yep, you say that every time you see us.
Rooks, 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 rooks,
Why do you chat it? I don't understand.
rooks, 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 rooks.
You guys ever hear of that guy Jacob Fry? He just walks up to people and starts chanting rooks.
I think we're doing good, but just go. Let's go get our eel soup.
Playing a lot of Monster Hunter makes me wish more games had like eating cutscenes.
Yeah, like that game probably does wholesome fantasy the best. Because you just have a nice sweet pad, great food, and you want to fight monsters.
I think I would like. Okay, I say that, and then I also D4 makes me want to never see an eating cutscene ever again.
Like Monster Hunter World is like the opposite of Game of Thrones.
You know, one thing that occurs to me about Monster Hunter World, everybody on your team is on your team the whole time. There's nobody betrays the hunters.
No?
It's
Why
like
wouldn't
you
they?
fool, I was on Great Jagris's payroll the whole time.
There's no conflict within, or at least, in World, there's no conflict within the hunter's side. The humans get along with the
I mean, it makes sense.
Lydians and the...
Yeah, it's like the most harmonious, wholesome fantasy there is.
Well, everybody's united by doing rad stunts while killing giant monsters.
Yeah, I mean, like the world is full of monsters, but it doesn't feel like a dangerous, bad world. It feels like a place you'd actually like to live in.
I would wonder what the antagonistic behavior would be. Would it be like, I'm gonna hunt this monster way faster than you could, idiot?
No, it turns out the commander is actually just Tsuyaku with a hat on.
Oh my god.
And a mustache.
See, I assume it would be kind of like there's a very ecological bent to it, so I assume that it's like the evil humans in Monster Hunter World would be industrialists who are like destroying monster habitat, factory farming Jagrises and cages.
Oh no!
Oh,
you have to stop them.
The final boss fight of Monster Hunter Syndicate would be a freaking clockwork steam-powered monster.
I gotta say, it was pretty dark when they had it. Like after we destroyed the mech, we got the carve the final boss, and then make us get into a top hat.
Okay, but imagine if there was a clockwork monster you had to fight, and you got like gears and shit. The armor you got off it was like power armor.
I mean, true, but
hey,
we already. I mean, there is already a steampunk armor set in Monster Hunter World.
Yeah, there is.
I made it. It's silly. I love it.
But yeah.
Which one are you thinking of?
Murderer dude.
It's an Iceborne.
Oh, okay.
It comes with a golden wig.
There's a lot of stuff in Iceborne I really like, and a lot of the new sets are great.
A lot of the stuff in Iceborne comes with wigs.
Yeah. There's a Switch Axe that looks vaguely steampunk, the Uragan one, but you look closer and it's like, no, that's not gears, it's just Uragan parts.
Wait till you get Iceborne, my dude.
It's good. I need to play it more.
Same.
The Admiral admits the Huntsman is always a better fighter and swordsman. But would this theoretical like rival hunter gang just be the Templar? Because I find that to be really funny to me.
I mean, yeah, one thing about Monster Hunter though, it's on brand. It's always about fighting the monsters. Like the final boss is always some big monster, from what I understand.
Some sort of unknown monster that they've never seen before. It is extremely powerful. And then it's immediately forgotten about because they find a new one. Like, Xeno'jiiva? Nobody cares about Xeno'jiiva anymore.
Yes, they totally forgot about Xeno'jiiva.
I guess, like, it would be odd to have, like, this weird monster that only grows in the Elder Recess where the confluence of energy is very high, to have that show up, like, as a regular mob in the next game.
I do like the fact that Xeno'jiiva was as one time as it is, but it's just gone.
I think they did kind of do that with Gore Magala in one of the sequels, because my understanding is, like, in one of the games they introduced this, like, zombie virus monster, and dealing with him is the entire plot of, like, the low rank missions, and then he just comes back in, like, another game. It's just like, oh, he's here, making zombies.
That's what you got it.
That man is looking right at me.
You're fine.
Also, yeah, according to the Monster Hunter, they're planning on syncing up us PC plebes up with the console by April.
Cool.
So we're getting Rajang next month, and I think in March we're getting the other monster that has released, which I'm not going to name because I think you guys don't know who it is.
I might.
And he's a new one, so I don't feel like spoiling him.
I'm nearing the end of the new stuff.
Yeah. I still have a long ways to go. I gotta fight Narakuga and Barrett and Glavenus.
Fight the tail monster.
Yeah, also Barrett fucked me up because, like, I had never fought his skeleton before. So I was like, what do you even do?
You get away from the front.
Yeah.
Well, you have to be in the front for a little bit, but...
So imagine Theo, I'm just shouting out random names now.
Basically.
I mean, I don't know what half of these names are either. I still haven't played anymore since the last time we talked about it. Okay, anything yet?
Liberated.
Yeah, the new ones I've met so far are Beatodos, Bambaro, the two of the subspecies they introduced, and then Barioth.
Wait. Gang Stronghold, Jacob's Island.
Jacob's Island?
Oh man, how did you not? Well, I guess you have to be level 5 to get it, but it feels like Jacob's gotta take this island.
You go to Jacob's Island, and there's just like 13 clones of Jacob there you have to fight.
You take it over and you erect a statue of yourself.
Yeah.
He wouldn't fight the other Jacobs, he would just talk with
Yeah, there's a giant Jacob statue and a very much smaller Eva statue next to it.
Like the cult of the Spring-Heeled Jacks, there's the cult of the Jacobs.
Yeah.
We need to do something about your outfit.
Now, am I traveling in the right direction? I am not. Goodbye, train.
Also, one thing I like about Iceborne is the home base in that one. They did not completely spread it the fuck out like they did in Astera.
Oh, good.
Like, there isn't just that wide open space between the resource center and everyone else.
Everything's fine. There is a bit of wonkiness on the train when you're trying to like dismount. I think you're only really supposed to get off from the back.
Alright. Oh, I just saw something. Grim Dark Monster Hunter. There actually are multiple handlers in the game. You got or gets like tangled so much that you get eaten by it and you get a new one.
Jesus. I want to rip through handlers like that. I like the handler.
No worries, this is Grim Dark Monster Hunter.
I like all the handlers.
Monsters eat people constantly.
That's unfortunate.
And actually, I guess the Grim Dark Monster Hunter would just be The Witcher. But The Witcher's, I guess, dark, but it's not grim dark. Like, it's a sucky fantasy world, but it's not like full grim dark.
Yeah.
Oh, Valley of Flint. I still like that video that just has like the Geralt skin like doing the idle dance while that's playing.
Yeah, look at what's called for reinforcements.
I still need to. I need another Leshen hunt just so I can get the last piece for that layered armor.
Please come see me if you're interested.
When it first came out, I just grounded until I got it. Because I wanted to be Geralt.
Oh, Valley of Plenty. Oh, Valley of Plenty. Oh. Watch that series.
It's pretty good. Never played the games, but I had a friend who really, really liked them.
Yeah, I heard. As far as I've seen, it's like one of those series where it's like a huge split between the critics who don't like it and the average viewer who likes it. But I'm guessing the average viewer has played the games.
I think there's something about like the third one being really, really good, and that's like what sparked most of the interest in it.
Oh yeah, I've played like 60 hours of The Witcher 3. It's really good.
I've only played some of the first one, and I liked it well enough, but I didn't finish it.
I've heard the first one's very janky in comparison to the second and third. Like also played like 20 hours of the second one, and the gameplay in like the third one's actually really good.
That's what I've heard.
Yeah, like the combat's kind of like a light Souls variety, or I guess like I wish I had something better to compare it to, but it's got the same light attack, heavy attack, dodge, block kind of thing, and parry. Like, oh, that's fucking right. They give you like a wrist crossbow that does the fucking Bloodborne parry. And there's also like a ton of like alchemy and potion building you can do to prepare for certain encounters, like certain like poisons you can put on your blade. And you get like 6 magic spells.
There's something fishy around here.
Because like that rune where you shoot fire out is actually in the Witcher, and it's actually not useless there because in that game you're not exclusively fighting giant monsters who take 20 minutes to kill. Also, Geralt has a tech division.
Finally, more games of Eagle Edition.
Which he just uses the follow tracks and go, huh? Bleeding.
Geralt's got some personality.
Yeah, he does, but he's also very gruff.
I mean, yes.
Also, in the third game, he faces his obsession with boning everyone, so just challenging everyone to children's card games.
Here, Gwent's pretty. Played it.
Like no, like the meme is like Geralt just runs like this TV series should have just been Geralt runs around for 30 minutes, challenge people to games went. Because that's what I fucking did when I played that game.
All right. Anything yet?
Yeah. Also, I heard people mention a character named Yaskier, which took me a while to remember who that was because everyone in the third game just called him Dandelion.
Ah.
He was called Dandelion in the book too.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he was called Dandelion in the book. Because I know who Dandelion is, and I've only read the first book. with the addition of the grappling hook, I've noticed the free running isn't really as smooth as it used to be.
So why the fuck are we talking about Assassin's Creed? This is the Witcher stream now.
I didn't catch that. Sorry. It's the free running's not as what?
Free running doesn't seem as smooth as it has been in previous games.
I think that is because the levels of everything, like, you don't have strings of like jump here, here. Yeah. It's the free running is broken up pretty consistently, and you end up doing a lot of like move up, go forward, move down, go forward.
Later, nerds.
Anyway, in conclusion, I really wish during the Witcher crossover they just had Geralt challenge all the stereotype games of Gwent. And everyone just looked at him like, what are you talking about? Until he got to the commander who just pulled out a deck.
I guarantee you that in the TV series, I haven't watched it all, but I guarantee you that there will be a reference to Gwent at some point.
I don't know.
Like, there's no way they can't do it. Unless,
I
well, I guess I should ask. The main question would be, was Gwent invented for the video game?
I think it was invented for the video game. It was not mentioned until the third game, and all of the cards are like things from the game, and all the hero cards are literally just there's literally a card for Geralt and Ciri and Yennefer. They are in the game.
That's weird.
Oh,
it's fucking wild, and I love it. It's like it makes no sense.
There
You
probably
literally just-
will be a reference to like a card game of sorts, but I guess it won't be Gwent because it's copyright.
Oh, Valley of Plenty. I also like how in the Witcher crossover, like Geralt starts talking to a bunch of like NPCs who suddenly develop personalities for like an hour.
Gotta do more writing for him.
Yeah, it's just like, hey, you, it's time to develop you.
Alright, well, I guess we'll do this Templar hunt.
I just realized, you might need to, but I'm wondering if you might need to do the City of London.
Maybe. Yeah, because it seems like we already kind of did this. Because we did a few
Zone.
missions in this area, so.
Remember, did this game come out before or after Dishonored? I feel like it came out after.
Pretty sure it came out after the first Dishonored, for sure.
Dishonored came out in 2012.
Oh wow, Dishonored is old. It's 8 years ago.
Syndicate was 2015.
I don't care enough to run that guy over with a carriage like 6 times.
I can't believe they ripped off the world building from Dishonored with its very much shallow setting.
Also, wow. That was the most like smooth assassination I've ever done in one of these games, and it just happened completely by accident.
Shit, Henry Green? Or no, Henry Green. Oops.
Yeah, Henry Green is our friend.
Yeah, that would be a wild like murder where you just confuse like the contractor with the guy you're supposed to kill.
That would make some future things really weird.
Whoops, I accidentally... Oh, if that happened in Assassin's Creed 1, it would save you a lot of time, to be honest, though.
Well, there was that one like side mission in Black Flag where we are told to go hunt and kill a guy, and it turns out he's actually the assassin contact that we're trying to find. And it's his brother that tried to kill him, and he gets drunk, and we have to defend him for like half an hour.
Right. I think we have to kill both of them, or some pirate queen or something.
Yeah, there's the pirate queen involved.
And she's in there for like 5 minutes and like, bye.
We also did a strange thing with that in Liberation where we're gonna kill Macadal. It's a fake one. Wait, what?
Oh yeah, I
Why
remember
is
that.
it a fake one? That doesn't make any sense. It could just be the real one who betrayed us.
I need to get into this building.
I feel like they didn't think people would notice.
They're just taking some people pay attention to their game.
Maybe they didn't think
But
people
I
would notice
was.
that they're playing Assassin's Creed Liberation.
What are you doing?
Oh boy. Oh, it's been so long since I've had this.
Please.
What is wordy drinking? Respond in chat with your theories.
Red fountain.
I bet everybody $700 they'd never figure it out.
Alright, we have one bet for red Fanta.
Drinking a white wine, which is a mix of White Claw and wine.
Thomas, was it?
Yes.
You could stand
Red
in his
wine.
face.
I'm kind of make a guess, but I just remember this like one video I saw that was like this ramen shop in Japan that serves ramen, this bright blue broth.
Delicious.
I knew you'd
And
show.
like the top rated
I warm as
comment there
welcome.
was like,
It's our
Windex,
business to
the
keep London
forbidden
in
broth.
balance, monitoring shipments by road, sea, and rail. Our biggest problem, the blighters. If you could rid us of them, I'd
Hey,
be
it's this
ever so
dude.
grateful.
It would make London safer.
That is
Find
cool.
anything that sparkles, it's yours.
Aha.
I do
it's
love
back.
a bit of sparkle.
Ned writes.
It gives you rare upgrade materials because Ned works in the railways and has access to trade networks and stuff.
Do you really mean?
Oh hey, I think this is the train station that we can go to Hogwarts from. Just gotta find the right station.
Alright, so here's the quote unquote fun exercise I just thought of. What would be different if this game was made by FromSoft?
Well, by FromSoft, everybody would probably be a little more gross.
Everyone would be dead.
Everyone would just laugh after every sentence.
Basically, none of the like regular enemies would say anything. It would just be.
No, there are human enemies in Sekiro.
But a lot of times they just go. Rah!
Which, to be fair, is more realistic because you don't really see people chatting during fights.
It's true. There'd be some very, very large enemies, like the
Yeah, the brutes in this game would be like 5 times bigger.
Yeah. Just giant monsters for some
Get something
thing
to tell
you,
you.
for reasons you have to like figure out on your own. For like 3 levels of implication.
no, the steric like syrup. If you drink it, it just makes you huge. It melts your brain and turns you into a behemoth.
So, I think we have to do the crate escape.
There you go. Yeah, you do.
Aha.
That was the story missing. Okay.
Yeah.
Ah, another exciting night.
For some
home.
reason, we were allowed to do it earlier.
Just a
Alright.
Because
On my way
I don't
out,
think the
actually.
missions are necessarily like
I found the piece of Eden.
linear.
What's this one going to do?
Within the sequence?
Heal the sick.
There are like
Deflect
1 or 2 you have to do
bullets.
ahead of time, but once it opens up, you can finish them in any order.
Yeah.
All right, are you ready? Win this time?
The contents of
I have
that
a better
box
gun.
are worth more than your life and those of your entire family.
I believe in you.
Do you understand?
Yes, Miss Thorne. Careful there.
And double the guard on that cart.
Now, Miss Thorne, there's the matter of some papers for Mr. Starrick.
All right, Miss Thorne.
If you'll just
We're
come
here
this
to
way.
do stuff.
Very well, but make it quick.
You know, all this talk about like FromSoft games and because like Jedi Fallen Order feels a lot like a FromSoft game,
Gunmen on the rooftop.
but it's
Can you
very
dispose of them
different.
before I reach the cart?
Yeah.
But
I was
well,
hoping
it's
for a
not
challenge.
very I shouldn't say it's very different. It is quite different, but it's fun in its own right. But it makes me realize, imagine like a Souls kind of game, but based in the movie Lord of the Rings universe.
Huh. That'd be dope.
I think that would be pretty good.
Yeah.
I would want the thing to understand.
Also, turns out in that game, like the way to get the best ending is just doing the soul level 1 playthrough.
There was
at which point the evil villains just destroy themselves.
There were some like Lord of the Rings video games back in the day that were just based on the movies. Like there was the Two Towers, and then there was Return of the King, and they were just like these kind of like beat 'em up action games. But it was cool because there was a whole bunch of like unlockable abilities and stuff you could do, and there was a lot of depth to it that didn't really, that it wasn't ever really necessary, but it was fun.
Yeah, I remember playing like the handheld. I think maybe it was either the DS or the Game Boy Advance version of the Twin Towers, or Two Towers, and I also remember playing like the console Return of the King game. And all I remember of that game is that javelins were overpowered.
Oh no.
There were no like other weapons you could get in the console versions of the games, but it was neat. Like you could unlock certain button combinations would just like instantly kill certain enemies.
Yeah.
Oh. I think I played a Lord of the Rings game on PS2.
Also, this was a From Software game. There would 100% be a giant eel in the London River.
Oh yeah.
You'd fight that octopus from AC2.
What? How did that man
Queen
just
Victoria,
die?
we have to fight the Lich of Queen Victoria.
Oh, he fell over. That's what happened.
That guy just
the horse
died.
killed him.
I guess it did.
Actually,
Oh god, could you imagine the gangs of London in a FromSoft game?
It's hardly the time for questions. Whoa!
How would the game mechanic? Well, I guess it would just be like covenants, huh?
You know, I would actually like to see FromSoft develop like a hand-to-hand combat system, because I feel like it could be pretty cool.
I mean, Sekiro is definitely probably my favorite combat system in the game.
Keep moving.
But what I really should really see FromSoft do is like a System Shock style game, just like a cyberpunk game. Yeah, like I would like to see them make like System Shock 3. Like, I do hold the opinion that System Shock or the immersive sims and FromSoft, like the Souls-like games, like do have a lot in common.
Come try and knock us off the cart.
I wonder how much the creative director guy over at FromSoft likes those types of games. I know there's a bunch of stories about him, like he's really into like knights and shit, because that's the type of stories he would read when he was little. But he didn't like totally understand them because they were in English.
Yeah, that's like I feel that at least people saying that like the weird or the atypical way like Souls War is presented is him trying to like building on that feeling of this new thing that can't really
Come over here and get it.
Jacob, stop it!
But it's made for something really cool and neat, which I enjoy. Quick shot.
And also, it's really like kind of unique video games too, because I guess like works very well in video games because it doesn't distract from the gameplay.
Would you say a little more carefully? You're outdated the document!
Like it's exposition at your own pace when you want it.
What about the chest?
Yeah, because I mostly ignored like all the Souls like gameplay stuff to just more story.
Well, that was fun.
But
Thanks for the
it
invitation.
also makes
Let's do it
like the
again.
story like or the expedition stuff part of the game itself because you have to play archaeologist to figure it out.
Well,
We did it.
first shot.
For a second there, I thought he was gonna get taken out by that overhang.
Who's the Kratos now?
I like this mission in screen because it's if you go, huh, weird.
Yeah.
I didn't die. Yes. Now with that mission over, you should unlock Overdose, which is the assassination
We
mission.
fixed up the train for
We're
you.
gonna kill Charles Darwin.
You rugs
We are
from
going to
Camden
kill
Wharf,
the
and my wee
doctor
sister,
who's
the
working
seamstress,
for
did a discount on the
Steric, who was
curtains.
making that syrup and shit,
It's a
poisoning
travesty, is
people.
what it is.
Like a dickhead.
No, all right, we made our train fancier.
Oh, and Agnes' sister made us some fancy curtains to make our thing look nice.
She sure did.
Is that what you're wearing?
Ah, look at that assassin wall. Gotta love a good one.
I also love that almost every time I come into this room, Jacob says, "Oh dear, is that what you're wearing?"
Pleasure to see you, Miss Fry.
Sassy.
Stop laying out like a lazy guy. Jacob,
Fine,
you got shit to do.
Oh, they can only do it. Only one of them can be working at one time.
Jacob wants us to change our clothes, so we're gonna become a vampire.
Yeah.
Just ain't cricket. One day.
It's going to be Jacob anyway, so eh.
How's your evening, Evie?
We're Countess Dracula now.
Let's call her.
My, that's a lovely cake.
I see you're
I've
about
been
to
looking
knock
for
some
you.
sense into people with that.
I've been reading a lot about Dracula since I have everybody here now. I can play. I'm going to play for you again. I just put Dracula in the session notes, and I'm really excited.
Also, next mission is play it by ear.
Oh no! Right, we have to go. Oh, okay.
I cannot stand by this treachery.
Wait, no. It's a reference to the Assassin's Creed 4. It's fine.
Forced choke.
Well, I'm gonna buy City Takeover.
Thanks.
Yeah, that straight up makes everything cheaper.
It's a good upgrade. I shouldn't have squeezed so hard. Gotta commit to the pit.
Everything froze
At
up
any
for a
cost.
second.
You gotta live.
I will.
Alright. One more mission.
Alright.
It is really weird that they just let you do that mission whenever, even though it is a required mission.
You may have
I
not
guess
found
you
a piece
couldn't
of
do
Eden,
this mission
but
without
this
doing that one
material
because it
is
doesn't make
invaluable.
sense.
Yeah.
Look,
This one's
it says
pretty
the
cool.
London assassins have
There's
found a shroud.
a bunch of neat references
The
and
Shroud
shit.
of Eden is supposed to heal even the gravest injury. If the assassins had found something like this, surely
There's even
father
one
would
for
have
the
known.
ill-eared viewer,
There must be something we're missing.
listener. Fuck.
Something
Well-
only we can see. These look like directions. Are you coming?
Oh man, I forgot how
Field work
sexy
is not
this guy
really my
was.
speciality.
We found a clue to a precursor object.
See,
Don't
you
you
gotta
want to follow
get it.
Put that way, one can hardly refuse.
Miss Fry, I like how you dress like a vampire.
Now, what if
This
he's like
one's-
super paranoid? He's like, "Oh God, is she a vampire now? Oh fuck, what do I do?"
What if she bit me? What if she bit me real hard?
Hey, Jacob, is Evie a vampire now? He was like, well, no.
Hey, Evie, wouldn't it be weird if you bit me? Haha, just joking. Unless.
Master assassin and pirate, yes.
Out of my way, horses.
How much do you know about the Shroud of Eden?
Damn it.
It's said to heal the sick. Popular myth is that it brings people back from the dead, but the assassin records say that's not true.
I've never heard of one being in London, though. Do you really think Edward Kenway could have found one?
He traveled extensively, so it's possible. But if he did, he kept it a closely guarded secret.
But if it's true, what a find it would be.
It's not. I was expecting it to be more of a subtle reference to Black Flag, but it's just
No.
They straight up name drop Edward Kenway.
Yes.
And go to his house.
I mean, he lived here when he lived in the White Voice.
We go to his house and we find Edward Kenway drinking on the couch.
You didn't go and have a look around?
Welcome.
Weren't even a little curious?
We like go turn left and we find ourselves in a white void with a house in the middle of it.
The buildings changed hands.
I mean, to be fair,
I think this is it.
I think you're right.
to be fair, this is where he lived after he got rich.
I'll be in the study.
Right, so he left White Void Dimension.
Yeah.
Of the lost notebook.
That makes getting in a challenge.
Go to Wales and stand in just a blank
If
void.
this is a Templar stronghold, it won't get any easier. Don't worry.
Mrs. Thorne is
We'll
here.
stay well
looking
away
for
from
us.
Miss Lucy.
What a horrible lady.
Shall we? Can you check over there?
Henry, personal space, buddy.
I think we're the one. Our fucking fam. The fucking inverted crucifix.
It's really good.
You just
Lots of boys.
we'll fucking show off our cosplays to the guards.
So there's 7 collectibles.
Actually, yeah, Evie's probably a huge fan of Dracula. Like in
I
Canada.
guess, yeah, she probably would be.
Yeah, there's some DLC for this game where you have to play detective, and it's pretty cool.
What if these costumes gave you like superpowers that were never addressed in game?
That'd be fun.
Like you could just drink blood and turn to mist. But you'd fail this mission automatically because you didn't get an invite.
Fail every mission as an assassin. Oh, he's coming. Get ready to get corner assassinated, guy.
So this is also the Assassin's Creed game that has the most Easter eggs, correct?
Just about. Yeah, there's a ton of them.
Yeah.
Like it in this house alone, these 7 memorabilia things are just like straight up things from the game. There's a part of this mission where you have to like, play a sea shanty from the
This
game.
should belong to the assassins.
Low something. I can't remember the name of it. There is a bunch of like. There's this map of the thing. We've been there before. Yeah, we sold around that place. Sold around that place.
Sailed.
It's not the past. Sailed.
We did sell a lot of stuff too.
Unlock the door.
Hello, sir. I must examine this hat. Oh, hey, this is
Oh, sorry.
This looks like
Something from Edward Kenway's time.
looks like Blackbeard's hat. I don't know if that's actually Blackbeard's hat, but it looks like it.
This mission is also a little bit better version of the mission with Aveline and her like sort of love interest liberation.
Downstairs.
I don't think I like the Templar outfits in this game.
They're a little too reminiscent of Nazis.
Yeah, if this is a From Software game, this would be straight up knight armor.
It's true. I like the first Templars in the first game. That'd be neat.
And they'd have magic.
Ooh, they would, wouldn't they? Yeah. If this was a FromSoft game, Piece of Eden would be fucking candy.
Oh, that's the Divine Blessing equivalent.
Yeah, basically.
I like how Henry is chilling out over there.
He's doing stuff. Chilling.
He's literally just standing there. I can see him.
Still nothing here. Same as last
Yes,
time.
that's true. Listen.
He's trying to figure out a way to ask you to bite him.
Henry's role is to gather information, not to be the bustle.
Yep, still a house.
How did he become like the #1 assassin in London?
Because he brought his own robe.
There's no others here, and Stair weeded out the others.
Yeah.
Sounds so disappointed in him.
I know the swords.
Oh, this is actually progress.
Yeah,
What
you
are we
put
looking for?
swords behind you.
If you did all missions, you get mad at them because they do nothing for else. Like they did in No More Heroes 2, where I remember, which I've heard like.
What are the Templars not seeing?
It's the gimmick of the game is you fight 52 assassins because it's made by a suit of 50 or 51 assassins because it's made by a suit of 51. But they didn't want to have 50 boss fights, so they just like had like a bunch of like supporting characters kill a bunch of them off screen.
I mean, in one of the boss
And there's the football guy is like several people on the rankings because they work as a team and you kill them all. And then I think the Destroy Men are like also each separately ranked. Yeah.
Yeah. Because the football guy is like 51, 52, 53,
Yeah,
54.
I remember watching like some parts of Let's Play to see what I missed. And like
Yeah,
I remember like remember one time Travis gets mad because they keep on stealing his kills.
This piano is beautiful.
This
Do you play?
the controls are not
I wish
laid
I
out
could.
very well
I love the
for
sound.
this.
You?
A little. Enough to pass as a genteel young lady if I need to.
I would love to hear you play if the opportunity presents itself.
Puzzles. When only smart people can rob you.
Yep.
Not enormously subtle, is it?
Clearly, Kenway had a strong sense of spectacle.
So, you can sit in that room for a while and you'll get a clue, and if you sit in the room longer, you'll get an additional clue. But you can potentially solve this puzzle without using Eel Vision, which I think is cool. But it is entirely not the way people solve this mission.
Loot his chest, just the way Edward would have wanted it.
That's where he keeps all his secret bullshit.
And a lot of paper.
This is just from.
Yeah, there's the Jackdaw's wheel. And a chessboard. And a whole bunch of Jolly Rogers because Edward is a parody of himself, apparently.
In his old age, you know.
And it's chessboards, you really was smart.
Edward wasn't even that old, actually. I'm pretty sure he got killed when he was like maybe in his 50s.
Oh.
Yeah, I think I remember reading on the wiki like he got killed. So
yeah, he gets
Hatham.
He gets dunked on by like some random mook, and then Hatham gets taken away.
And I think then Hatham kills him. It's like I'm a Templar now because of reasons.
Yep.
And I remember his like, I think his daughter becomes like this bitter old woman.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Also, there was a dead rat on the floor that I was looking at for a while for some reason.
The history of the London assassins.
Big rat.
Vault holes, vaults,
Pretty huge.
a hidden key.
Mickey Mouse.
This is it.
Edward preserved it and
You
took
say
it
you
from
heard
the
music?
Caribbean.
There was no opening there before.
bolt holes. Vaults in key.
It's closing! Yes, I can see that. Help me block it. We need to find another way out. You two, get Henrietta. Try to find if there's another exit.
Mash. Mash X.
Oh god, let's just turn into like an airship and we just like lift it off.
Oh my god.
An entire vault.
Also, wait,
filled
there are
with
just
assassin
two of them. Why
history,
don't we try and kill
left
them?
behind once again.
We'll just have to reclaim this one later, or find a better cache.
We? I thought you preferred to stay out of field work.
Alright, guys, we're assassins.
I was thinking more of you and your brother.
Kind of
I
our
shall
job
provide,
description.
planning assistance from the train.
They have too many
Jacob's
rules to
off
just
marauding.
assassinate for no reason.
There is a
Aren't we
vacancy.
going rogue for this, basically?
Should you desire to
We are
broaden your horizons?
establishing our own assassin
Oh,
order.
well, Evie,
So we make the rules.
Oh,
Yes,
well, Evie.
and our rules are going to fall
I
in
will
line
think on it.
with the rest of the assassin order.
You do that.
Not to kill this one lady.
Oh man. You guys will see it in a second, but I was climbing up a ladder, and just as I crested the ladder, this guy threw a bucket of coal right into Henry's face.
Could be worse. Oh, I did not discover all of Kenway's memorabilia.
No, I thought that they were all glowing orange, and so I was looking for them, and
One of them was actually glowing on screen when you walked by it, and I was like, oh no.
Defender's garb.
We are playing Monster Hunter World now.
yeah, I think that Eevee's Defender's garb is actually pretty good.
Pretty slick. It makes you take less damage.
We need a different color on it, though. The taupe isn't bad. Or a beige and blue, or no color. I think no color is probably best.
You assassin Link with the green.
Yeah, I don't know what this like detail is with the weird kind of riveted leather stitches that go on the hood and some bits of it. Like, what even is that?
Just studs.
Couldn't tell you. It's got so much protection, you don't even know.
I guess it's just fashion.
High fashion.
Also, during that cutscene, Evie said Jacob's off marauding, and I just imagine the camera suddenly like cutting to him, and he's just like in a bar surrounded with people, like having a drinking contest or something.
As they're all shouting,
Stupid.
as they all chant rooks.
Yeah. He's just in a bar with all of his gang friends, just getting drunk.
Yeah.
Just a herd of carriages rolling down the street. Jacob standing on top of one.
Look at these guys. Just very, very fancily dressed men around here.
One of the
We like,
areas.
we like cut away and Jacob's kidnapped the Queen of England.
Evie's gonna kill me.
No, he's weekend at burning the Queen of England.
Oh no. How will she give us the item we spoiled at the
Yes!
beginning?
Make Jacob the Prime Minister! The Rook's official status in the Empire.
Also, is this the Parliament building that I'm currently climbing?
I think so. It's a big one in the middle of
If you don't get mad by I'm now the governor of India.
Wait a minute.
So the Parliament building has got to have a tunnel underneath it full of explosives, right? They got to make a Guy Fawkes.
Was that? That was quite a bit earlier than that, though.
Well, yeah, but
I guess.
Guy
Yeah.
Fawkes, the founder of Anonymous.
Oh wow, the cross on here is pretty neato.
It's always important to make bad history jokes, because that way people won't know when you actually do fuck up legitimately.
these wild, damn, big old chains on it.
The weight of oppression.
Because everyone is always bound by chains.
Don't you see, comrade? Britain will be saved once we take
Oh
off
god.
the chain.
I hope we meet Karl Marx in this game. Still alive at the time. What year is this?
That has been asked before, and I don't remember. But we might
Uh,
be able to find out.
1860 something. 1860.
Oh, this is just like 3 years after the Civil War.
Yeah. Right, I'm British now for the rest of the stream.
But yeah, let's go meet Karl Marx.
Oh no, that was St. Paul's Cathedral.
Oh, dope. Okay.
That explains why there was a cross on the top of it.
I believe the mission next now is overdose. Can we be poisoned with an assassination?
I guess the next mission.
That's a
is
long
indeed,
ass tale.
It is indeed overdose. I guess we can overdose before we call it a night.
Yay! I like this one. Let's go to the Lambeth Hospital.
This jacket looks really heavy.
It's all that protection.
I kind of like Jacob's clothing more than Evie's because these look like actual, things people would wear.
Yeah, Jacob's a little more casual. Evie, I think, takes it a little more seriously.
Evie's more of like these are more costumes than clothing. So if that makes sense.
I'm going to sit here and watch Charles Darwin play with his umbrella. No man has ever had this much trouble with an umbrella.
It's an impossible life.
Nope. Okay. Just phased out of existence.
Mr. Fry, I trust that you had a productive meeting with Mr. Owen.
Oh, yes, we had a most wonderful chat. I found out the man behind Starrick's soothing syrup is John Elliotson.
Dr. Elliotson, I haven't
He
heard
just threw
that
it?
name
Okay.
in a long while. He was a brilliant heart specialist until he became obsessed with phrenology and mesmerism.
Elliotson.
It ruined his career. Well, how shall we proceed?
Oh, with all respect, Mr. Darwin, I believe I should proceed alone. After all, we wouldn't want to attract any unwanted attention.
Sounds very wise.
How shall we proceed?
Good luck, my boy.
Charles Darwin is a lot more like
and
upbeat than I
Mr.
expected
Fry,
him to
should
be.
you find yourself with any free time, please
He's really
do
Tommy
call
Ho
me.
and what?
He's got a lot of personality, more than I would have expected.
Tap tap.
I guess, do I have any skill
Mr.
points?
Fry.
Yes, I do.
For a second there, I misread that guy's name as Mr. Fire, and it's like, oh, like the Fire Festival.
Oh God.
If you can, I would upgrade stealth. If you haven't, oh no, wait, I'm behind. I just realized.
So I'm trying to be in character.
That's fair. So, like, all the doors at this hospital are locked.
Locks doors.
Right?
Police boys.
Where would I find the doctor?
These aren't police boys. These are orderlies at the hospital.
Ah.
Also, this window that you're about to be in front of is very silly to me. There's a bloody handprint on it.
I was gonna make a joke. It was like the window of evil deeds, and then
As
it
you
turned
just
out to be
witnessed, the
that.
application of too much pressure
Yeah.
can sometimes result in unexpected
This is our Templar jerk.
outcomes. Unfortunately, it appears I've ruined the organ.
Okay, turns out jabbing people in the brain kills them.
That's exactly what he says too.
Yep.
Send up as ever.
Oh, looks like he died. Well, fuck. Guess it happened.
I mean, medicine in 19th century.
He's just so nonchalant. Like,
I will not try stabbing this man in the genitals
about your damn patients.
to see what will happen.
What are you doing?
Of course,
Haven't
they're
you heard?
electroshock.
You're fired.
I don't care about your
Bugger off.
ethics.
oh man, fire the nurse. Jerk.
Excuse me, one of my patients has a cold, so I must decapitate them.
Why is there how did this handpaint get on this window?
Well, yeah, that's a good question. What the fuck? Was that us, or did the guy inside just after that just like jump 17 feet to slam the window?
It's so fucking high. So I think this mission is cool. That nurse, we need to get a key.
For a second, I thought she was just an assassination target for no reason.
Hello, nurse.
Hello, nurse.
She teleported.
What's the matter?
Oh, young man, help. I must
No,
speak
that's
with Miss
like an
Nightingale at
Ezio
once.
line.
One of the brutes stole my key, and there's no one around.
Or I
can't
guess
get out of here.
Arno line.
Stole your key. Don't go anywhere. I might be able to do something.
Oh, yep, there's Nightingale.
Thank you, sir.
We can't wait till we meet her.
Well, you'll know where to find
We
me.
meet her,
sir.
she just has Charles Darwin's model.
Wait here.
They're just like, women are too hard to animate. Just use Charles.
Just always use Darwin.
Something very peculiar.
Monitor plays all the women in the game of Charles Darwin.
There's really no like problem with just murdering everybody and leaving bodies everywhere.
I am actively going to try and not kill people.
Oh, okay.
So you're the only person in the hospital trying to do that then?
A little bit.
Allowed to continue his experimentations.
Oop, come here.
And poor like modern Arab like doctors. They more is always now universally portrayed as trying to kill their patients.
Maybe they shouldn't have tried to kill their patients.
They were trying to save lives. They were just dumb as a box of rocks.
Yeah. So down that way is just the room where he's working. Once you get the key, you could just kill him outright. But the special assassination I think is pretty great.
Yeah, I want to get the special assassination. This guy just won't move.
No, they're just gonna sit there and talk forever. The three guys in that like little foyer area. Also, they'll just sit there and talk forever.
He lied. He moved.
Oh. Maybe I just didn't sit there long enough. He just seemed to be there forever for me.
What's going on here?
Well, I don't think there's any way to cover kill someone non-lethally, so that guy is straight up dead.
Sorry, guy.
It's the way the cookie crumbles.
You have to die so I can have a key.
I like how she stabs him in the throat and then flips him over for no reason.
Your style. Remember to let the nurse out. She was kind enough to tell you about the key.
It's true. I was looking for a treasure chest.
Ah.
Ah. Ah, we got special poison.
The special poison. The poison for the special. Special poison.
Today's special poison is
The doctor we just stabbed survives and goes on. I'm sorry. The doctor we just stabbed goes on and goes to invent the trichotomy.
I thought for sure you were going to say the doctor we stabbed turns into a llama.
I mean, that would be surprising. I'm not gonna lie.
But of course, that was before we had the special poison.
The poison for the doctor.
Special poison with 7 essential vitamins and minerals.
The Colonel's poison.
I love how in stealth games when like they have like that warning, so you just run from someone and they won't register it yet because they're still in the warning phase.
Experimentations. You have my gratitude, sir.
All right, put on our Guy Fawkes mask.
I shall inform Miss Nightingale that I'll not be working for this asylum ever again.
Her snapping animation makes it look like she's like doo-wopping. Bye, lady.
Whoa.
He's probably fine. Don't worry about it.
So yeah, I could just get in there.
You can, but also
That's what you get for practicing very bad psychology.
Oh.
we have to sneak
Or
across
is
a
it
different room.
psychiatry? I don't know.
Psychiatry?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I think the definition is psychiatrists can prescribe drugs and psychologists just do therapy, or maybe it's the other way around.
That is correct. You have it right.
Fuck is this ballroom? Oh,
You know
was it that
somebody-
this was a ballroom dance?
We all know somebody with a degree that could set this straight. Alright.
Hide the corpse.
I don't know who you are, Mr. Patient, but I am terribly sorry for murdering this disorderly in your cell.
That's B, right, Wordsy?
Yeah, yes.
All right, let's ask them. Which the kind of doctor who stabs people in the brain with a corkscrew?
The best one.
That's me.
Dr. Beast. Oh. The doctor with the corkscrew. Corkscrew from my brain. Yeah.
It's just like, doctor, I'm in pain. Well, I know it cures all pain. Pulls out sword.
Those two dudes are administering electroshock therapy.
They sure are. How do I get downstairs?
There's a stairway somewhere around here. I believe it is in this area, though. I'm pretty sure you're in the right spot.
I see a staircase up.
Because by the electroshock dudes, there should be one that's also. Yeah.
Excuse me, people. I'll give these people a show.
Ready for a show. Did that guy just kill somebody? Quickly, take him to the table.
Shit, he's unconscious. Give me the corkscrew.
There's only one way.
That door can't be opened.
God, I am thirsty. I need a drink.
That guy's. Oh, it's behind them.
Yeah.
You'll be very sorry for that.
Sorry, buddy. There's not much I can do about the electroshock stuff.
Can kill these two schmoes.
Can't wait to be home with my wife and kids.
I've kind of given up on the non-lethal route.
It's tough to do. You need voltaic bombs for it, really. Once you have those, you can do everything non-lethal except for the final assassination.
How hard can it be to fix a bloody crack in the wall?
Gotta hide this body roll.
And don't come back!
Just gonna put it in this closet.
Thanks. There's a thing that's kind of mean that this mission does, is that a lot of the guys that you knock out will give you ammunition. And the mission challenges don't fire a bullet.
Now to lie down on this corpse bed.
I mean, generally, not shooting your gun is a good idea in this stealth game.
Yes.
Guns are quite loud.
If they ever bring back the crossbow, like, it'll be just as broken as it was before.
I mean, the throwing knives are already pretty broken in this game.
Yeah, it's true.
I'm just thinking of all the stories of those Russian guys who really get blackout, who like get so drunk that they just like fall unconscious. Everyone thinks they're dead, and they just wake up at a morgue and go back to the party.
Since both specimens had a propensity towards violent behavior, we should see similar protrusions in specific parts of their brains.
I'm guessing there's like a special game over if you like just let them stab you in the brain.
I don't think I've ever actually tested it.
There's the last mission in Hitman Blood Money involves pretending to be dead, and if you don't stand back up, you can just get cremated.
I can only think.
Oh, that's right. Okay, if when he says corpses don't wear boots, like you automatically get up. But if you don't, you just hit X, so like you'll throw the blanket off and go, huh?
You truly believe murdering
At last,
another
and
man is
Angela can only think at the beginning. What the fuck kind of nonsense is fuck poetry is this?
Better tomorrow.
Signs are meant to be broken. You're a child. A child.
Humanity's great
the world's
architect.
woes with a flick of a blade.
Stare.
Have you ever pondered the consequences
We
of
haven't even
your
met the
actions,
dude.
Jacob Fry?
We've seen him in cutscenes.
Or did your father
All he's
teach
done
you
is
nothing?
have a gang.
He's controlled all of London. Distributed mind-melting syrup.
It's true.
Give me that blood.
He did.
Give me that blood.
Oh shit! Evie wants blood for food, so I better give her some.
Just wrings it out over her mouth.
Yeah. Evie, you're not a vampire. Shut up, Jacob. I totally am.
It's my new job now. I also bring him with me whenever I leave.
You look at my new best friend. We take him, becomes the Rook's mascot.
Where do you think you're going?
Keep an eye on that fellow.
Oh my god, these thugs killed the doctor.
Bye, everybody. Jacob is out of here. Hey guys, what's up? Got chillin'.
Walk on, girl.
Now they'll never find me.
Perfect.
Flawless.
And no one will know it was you.
And
Pretty
soothing
low.
syrup production has
One
ceased. Outrageous!
Fry intends to
Oh,
endanger
there's
all of London
cutscenes and
at the
stuff.
hands of the mob.
Or perhaps it doesn't intend much of anything
Are
at
we
all.
ready for the
Simply
plot?
content to dice with our lives.
The asylum is shut up.
The Grand
Medical
Master.
care throughout the city is in disarray. He cannot understand the consequences of his actions. The man is
Marty
clearly
Skrull
an
looking at
anarchist.
some bitch.
Gentlemen,
Kinda.
This tea was brought to me from India. By a ship. Then up from the harbor to a factory, where it was packaged and ferried by carriage to my door. Unpacked in the larder and brought upstairs to me. All by men and women who work for me. Who are indebted to me. Crawford Starrick. For their jobs, their time, the very lives they
In
lead.
conclusion, we live in a society.
They will work in my factories, and so
Everybody
too
works
shall
for
their
me.
children.
I'm the man.
And you come to me with talk of this Jacob Fry. This insignificant blemish who calls himself assassin? You disrespect the very city that works day and night so that we may drink this miracle, this tea.
I'm nearing the end of my research. Our beloved London shall not suffer such a bothersome fool for much longer.
And what of this sister I've heard of?
I admire this speech a lot more had you
Miss
actually
Fry shall
done
be
anything to inconvenience us at all.
Soon enough.
Well,
Delicious.
we haven't really stopped
Sorry to interrupt
plans. We've mostly been fucking with
Sean
like
and Rebecca
the
got away from
periphery of their
Otzelberg.
or
Berg runs a unit called Sigma Team. Violet DaCosta is his tech support. They've been hunting and killing assassins for a long time.
Is Otzelberg like the edgelord dude?
I don't care. Yes, he is.
Okay.
A little bit.
We kill him.
maybe. Juhani, not so bad.
Oh, tish tosh.
Hey, Sean and
Nothing more than a
Rebecca,
Templar
buddy.
super soldier to
Hey,
end
look, the drone's
glorious
name is
saga
Lucy.
of Sean Danger Hastings.
Or we don't kill him, he just like, he jumps in on Sean and Rebecca, then in like the next time we see them, they've like somehow managed to kill him.
The Initiate's data sync suggests it's the Shroud.
Sean.
Or we just like cut over and he's on the ground and just kicking him.
The only thing we know is that we can't go up against Sigma.
Why do you guys look so weird?
Leave that to me. In the meantime,
Oh, Sean got a makeover.
Initiate continue to
Yeah,
so
got his
Rebecca.
hair did.
Rebecca got a different, like, they made her hot.
Yeah, basically.
That beanie is distracting me.
To be fair, they also made Sean hot, so...
Yeah, they made them both hotter. I kind of preferred, like,
I
weird
preferred
Rebecca.
I preferred weird Rebecca and dumpy Sean.
Yeah.
She's like, don't worry, we've upgraded on our fight against the Templars by making ourselves hot.
Well, now that Desmond's dead, somebody has to be the hot one.
Owning the railway
Desmond
Might as well be
Now
Sean.
Starrick has bought an omnibus company as well.
Desmond was a
I suppose
sentient
he wants to
potato.
control the neighborhood's workers and keep them under his thumb.
Pearl Attaway is
Listen,
Starrick's
Desmond's supposed to be
competitor,
very
is she?
attractive. Same with Lucy.
Perhaps it's time I went into business.
And Miss Fry, what
Now
are your
we have to
plans?
take over the
I saved the
bus.
history we recovered from the Kenway Mansion's hidden room.
Yes.
I'm off to a certain monument.
We got missions.
And Jacob is still doing gang shit. He's gonna take over the fucking carriage trade, and he's
Hello,
off to do
Fry.
assassin shit.
Oh, hey. Ned is on our train now. Hello, Ned. Give me my money.
Going off the rails on this crazy train.
That's probably a good place to call her. The beginning of sequence 5.
Yeah. We killed another guy.
We sure did. He was a doctor. The doctor.
Oh, sorry, Miss Hughes
is
giving
out.
drugs to the poor so they wouldn't riot.
That's part of it. If we keep them docile, they can't fight back.
All right, so you know what, like, really makes society stable? Drugs.
Yeah. Keep them dumb and working.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
Because I like tea. That's our villain so far.
Yeah. It's just like, I am the British villain, so I like tea. This is my entire characterization.
Connor comes bursting through the window and just grabs the tea and throws it into the river.
And then leaves.
He likes industry and order.
He's literally just like, okay, just take all the British traits and put them into one man, which works, kinda. No one likes the British.
Save the British.
Not even the British like the British.
Oh,
They're an incredibly self-deprecating people.
Next time on Assassin's Creed, we save the British. Some British. But
well, next time on Assassin's
Creed, I think we kill a lot of British too, so it kind of like evens out.
Yeah, it kind of evens out. Anyway, tomorrow, please catch Action Shakespeare's. I don't know if she's doing 50 Shades of Grey or
I
other
believe we're
things.
back to that now that
Okay.
now that B has returned to us.
Okay. Oh, that's right. So yes, there should be more Game Boy adventures. And Thursday is likely more Kirby. And Friday might actually be Dungeons and Dragons.
Yep.
But yeah, that's not streamed.
That's not streamed, but it's been a while for us.
Yeah.
It's been a little bit.
So.
Been a while.
Until next week.
It's gonna be a bit longer for us. On the sun side.
Well,
oh well.
I think Words requested my presence in this session.
Wow.
If that's still a thing, anyway.
It is.
Anyway, thank you for watching, and good night.
Bye.
Good night, folks.